What's up guys, it's Brandon. It's been a while since I uploaded any videos, but I'm back. Today we'll be reviewing the new Slick Revolution electric skateboard backpack. So before we begin, I just want to briefly talk about where I've been and kind of the future plans for this channel moving forward. I haven't uploaded in a while because due to the pandemic and everything, I haven't been really able to go outside to do much or even just ride at all. So because of that, I don't really have too much electric skateboard content. So therefore I haven't been really posting. So I can't promise that I'll be going outside like every single day from here on out, getting like a ton of footage, because it is still like a very dangerous time to be going outside all the time. But I can promise that I'll be having a lot more content on this channel, whether it's electric skateboard content or tech videos. I've been thinking about uploading tech videos in general because I've acquired a lot of little cool gadgets that I love to share with you guys, especially a lot of the stuff that's like behind me on this desk here. So I'm super excited for what's to come, and I hope you are too. If you're interested in electric skateboard content or tech content, then make sure you're subscribed, as well as hitting the notification bell to make sure you get notified when I do upload a video. All right, so with that out of the way, let's start talking about the new Slick Revolution electric skateboard backpack, or in other words, they also call it the rucksack. First, I'd like to thank Slick Revolution for even sending me this bag in the first place. Since I haven't uploaded in a while, I wasn't really expecting companies to be sending me stuff, but here they are. They sent me this bag, and it was probably one of the main things that really got me inspired to come back to make videos again, post content. So a huge shout out to Slick Revolution for sending me this. I'll do them a favor by reviewing it and talking about my thoughts, like true to what I honestly think about this bag. I have worked with Slick Revolution in the past with the famous 120mm Foamies wheels, and those are super good. I love those wheels, and they made that quality product, so I'm expecting this bag to be as quality as those wheels. So around $160 US, they've created a almost perfect bag for electric skateboarders just like you and me. I've personally been using and testing this bag for the last couple weeks now, and so far I've had very few complaints. First of all, the bag aesthetically looks very good. It kind of has a rugged kind of look to it that makes it look like it's meant to be worn out, used, much like us electric skateboarders we tend to put our bags through, like from falls and stuff. The design of the Slick Revolution bag kind of reminds me of like bike messenger bags that you'd find from like Chrome Industries. I've owned this here Chrome Industry bag for a couple years, and it kind of has a very similar design aesthetic, like it's meant to be worn out and ridden around. So as for the features, it's packed with a bunch of useful design features specifically made for us electric skateboarders. And so bear with me while I go through basically every single feature of this bag. Starting at the front of the bag, you'll notice that there are these hooked straps here. So these you can elongate and shorten, and this is useful for carrying loose items such as clothes or bike lights in general for the bag, as well as like small helmets that you can somehow find a way to strap in here. It's not a perfect fit, but I was able to attach my shell helmet to the front of this bag. I was not able to attach my full face helmet, unfortunately. Like I said before, the front of the bag is also useful for clipping on lights, such as Shred Lights. Shred Lights is a longtime supporter of this channel, and they're very useful lights for electric skateboarders. So with this clip that Shred Lights sells, you can just clip it on, and then you get a light for making sure that cars see you. If you do want to get your own Shred Lights, there will be a link and discount code in the description, as always, for these Shred Lights. However, if you can't get Shred Lights or don't own any bike lights, there is already a reflective strap here in the front. This will help illuminate your bag if cars are behind you. So you still would probably want lights anyway. It's not going to be super bright, but it's nice that that exists in the first place. Hidden at the front of the bag is also a zipper that leads to a medium-sized pocket where you can put any loose items or any quick access items that you would need that you don't want to be putting into the main compartment. Speaking of the main compartment, it's actually a really large pocket. It's large enough to either fit my shell helmet, and even with some struggling, I was able to fit my full face helmet on there. And it really does carry a lot. I went on a weekend Airbnb trip the other week, and I only brought this bag with me, the main pocket was able to basically carry most of my belongings for the entire weekend. Any other belongings I had fit in the other pockets within the bag. A really great feature that this bag comes with that's part of this main compartment are these Velcro dividers that you can arrange in any way you like to create compartments for your loose items such as your chargers, your clothes, camera equipment, and just, your belongings in general. And this is a feature that you usually find on camera bags, but considering the demographic of electric skateboarders, a lot of us are like content creators, people that like to carry cameras around. So having this as a feature is a big win-win for those kinds of people, because you get a camera bag and an electric skateboard bag in one. Personally, for me, this feature is really useful if I'm ever traveling while carrying my camera equipment for like videos. I would ideally like to keep my own compartment just for my camera gear, because without this feature with my other bags, I found that my camera equipment would be put into the bag with all my other stuff, and some of those things are sharp or heavy, and I don't want that damaging any of my camera equipment. So this is a really helpful feature in that regard. Lastly, for the main pocket, there is one small pocket that you can put just small items in, which is nice. Nice to have small pockets so you don't put your really loose items with the large items. You'll never find the stuff in the large pocket. So that small pocket, very good. On the sides of the bag, there are these small Velcro pockets that are specifically designed for holding your electric skateboard remotes. As you can see here. Oh wait, I have some gloves in here. It works on any small item, not just remotes. But I would consider this a key feature when it comes to electric skateboard bags. My boosted bag had it, and I love that feature. And what's great about this bag is that it actually comes with pockets on both sides. So whether you're left-handed or right-handed, you will have a pocket on either side of your hips to put your remote. Another feature on the side are these compression straps. These you can use to tighten in order to compress, your bag to make sure your contents are secure. And you can also use it to hook your helmets, such as this. You can hook your helmets like that. This keeps your helmet to the side. So if you choose to use this feature, gone are the days of having your helmet at the bottom of your hip and hitting your legs when you strap it to your shoulder strap. That's not the best way to keep your helmets, but this is a really good way because it's above by your torso and on the side, so it's more out of the way. I also want to quickly mention that these handles on the sides of the bag, and there are two, there's one on the side and one at the top. These handles feel very well built. They feel like they're made out of a thin type of metal. They feel nice, and they really give you a sense of confidence when the contents of your bag are really heavy. This helps you carry it a lot easier. Right behind the main pocket is a thinner but as deep pocket, and this is a pocket that's designed specifically for laptops or tablets and stuff. This pocket will basically fit any size laptop because it is huge, and it also provides some protection. There's protection on the back of the pocket as well as kind of a little bit of protection between the main pocket and this pocket. So finally, moving on to the back of the bag, starting with the shoulder straps. These shoulder straps have a standard chest strap that most bags have, but it also has a lower strap for your stomach or abs. That lower strap is probably one of my favorite features about this bag because it allows you to support your back a lot better, especially when you have an electric skateboard in the back or your bag contents are just heavy. That shoulder strap just helps you gives you a lot of support, and it really adds to the comfort of just walking around whenever you have things in the bag. What's also great is that these lower straps are removable if you don't want them. If you're not using the lower straps, I would honestly remove them because they honestly don't look great if they're not being used. But functionality wise, these are probably one of my favorite features of this bag. Like I mentioned earlier, the back of the bag also has protection and padding, and this is useful, of course, obviously when you fall, it'll protect your back, and it also protects the contents of your bags as well. So the final and last feature I want to talk about is the ability to carry electric skateboards on your back. So in the back of the bag, there are a few sets of zippers, and once you unzip them, it reveals a compartment that has 3 magnetic straps, and this allows you to attach your electric skateboard, any size electric skateboard, to your bag and your back. So those 3 magnetic straps, you can loosen them, you can tighten them, and you can basically fit any size enclosure or deck, and all you have to do is tighten as much as you can, and your board will not be moving at all as it's on your back. So I did do a test where I had an electric skateboard attached to my back as well as my helmet, and I walked around. I recorded this on my way to my local ballot drop-off box, and I walked maybe around like 15 minutes, and that whole time, as you know, the board was on my back, I honestly had no issues. It felt super comfortable, especially with the lower strap. I can't reiterate this enough. That's probably one of my favorite features of this bag, because it just adds so much to the comfort of wearing an electric skateboard and just wearing a bag in general. And so because of that extra support, I didn't really feel any strain on my back. And then once I got to my location, I took the board and my helmet out, and I went for a quick ride. So keep in mind, my X-ray remote is actually dead in the video, so I was push kicking. But this is just some footage just to show you how it looks as I'm riding around and how it looks on my back. So comparing this bag to all the other electric skateboard bags that I've personally used, I think this is probably my favorite and feature-packed bag of all. My boosted bag was my go-to bag before this, and it had very similar features such as the remote pockets, the ability to attach a helmet, water resistance, and of course carrying a board. But the boosted board bag could only carry really the boosted board. And so the Slick Revolution bag actually kind of blows the boosted bag out of the water because of how many extra features and how much better it does those features. For example, there's 2 remote pockets for either left-handed or right-handed people. Boosted bag only had one on the right. The Slick Revolution bag can carry any electric skateboard, not just the boosted board. And overall, the Slick Revolution bag has a lot more space. It can carry, the fact that I could bring this to a weekend trip is mind-blowing, because I couldn't pack every single one of my belongings into the boosted bag if I tried. One of the worst things about the boosted bag was how heavy it was, and despite being able to carry a lot more and just having more overall features, the Slick Revolution bag is actually significantly lighter in hand compared to the boosted board bag, and that's huge. I sometimes avoided wearing my boosted board bag because of how heavy it was. I would switch to my lighter bags. So if I can wear this normally on a day-to-day basis, that's a really big plus. Another electric skateboard bag that I own is one from a company called Makar, I believe. This bag is a significantly cheaper option overall, but it does come with the feature of carrying most and all electric skateboards with similar straps, but it lacks things like just space. It has a very small bag. So I would still give the edge to the Slick Revolution bag, between that bag. Even though it's cheaper, it doesn't come with features that you'd want in just even a normal backpack. It would only be useful for carrying your electric skateboard. There is another Eskate bag that I haven't personally tried, but I know a lot of people in the electric skateboard community do use, called Alter bags. And that bag has a really cool feature that has caught my eye before, in the fact that you can attach any size helmet to the bag with a compartment that comes up and wraps over your helmet. I wish the Slick Revolution bag had something similar. The straps here can carry your helmet, but not the full face helmet. And I've seen Alter bags be able to do that. Now again, I don't personally have the Alter bags. I would love to try one if Alter bags is watching this and wants to send me one. But that is one cool feature that I think this bag could use, but doesn't necessarily need, because again, it has the helmet straps and you can put the shell helmet here. So it's not the end of the world. I think it still has enough features to, counterbalance that. So for $106 USD, I really think that this is a great all-around bag for anybody that needs to carry their electric skateboards as well as electric skateboard related equipment, having conveniences for just being an electric skateboarder in general, as well as just being a very practical bag that's also nice and modern looking. While it does lack some very minor features that other boards in the market might have, again, very minor, I mentioned that earlier, this bag packs enough features that makes it well worth the money for how much it can do. I would say that this bag has all the features that you would expect in a good electric skateboard bag, a good camera bag, and just a good general purpose bag, and it's all in one package. So I think if you ride electric skateboards and you just need a new general purpose bag, I would seriously consider this, because it has features that will make your life easier and it'll just be a great bag to own. All right, so that basically wraps up my review. Any links related to this product will be down in the description. So again, it has been a while since I've uploaded videos. So if you're still here, if you're an old subscriber, I thank you. I really appreciate you still being here and sticking around and watching these videos. If you are new and you like what you're seeing, I would appreciate if you could subscribe, maybe hit the notification bell just to see content like this in the future. I am super excited to continue bringing you electric skateboard content and soon tech content and tech videos. So I hope you'll stick around and check out what's to come. I also do want to take this opportunity to let you know that I've also started streaming on Twitch. If you like video games or you want to come and chat, hang out, ask me questions, feel free to come to my Twitch channel. I am live certain days and times of the week. So if you go over to my Twitch, you can see my schedule. You can also find updates on that as well as short form type content over on my Instagram. All the social links that I've just mentioned will be linked below if you're interested. All right, well, that's the video. Again, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.